Yo, what's up? I'm going to review a video by Donta Young. 3 reasons why eating meat is holding you back.
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Today we're gonna talk about the 3 reasons why eating meat, eating flesh, is holding you back on your spiritual journey. And I know a lot of people probably gonna hate this video, but man, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do it.
I gotta give y'all game on what's really going on when you're eating flesh. Alright. The first reason is health. Okay? So you have to understand that eating meat causes a lot of immune deficiency problems inside of you as far as inflammation. You know, our digestive tract is not designed to digest flesh.
Aha! It causes inflammation. Inflammation is just the body's response to whatever is causing a problem. How is flesh, which you are made out of, causing a problem inside of you? I don't think you're going to be able to explain that.
Digest meat. This is why a lot of people get IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and constipation. Because
Yeah, right. We produce specific enzymes to digest meat and other animal foods, specifically. And we have digestive juices for that and so on. Our gut microbiome, all of it is specifically designed for mostly animal foods. He doesn't understand anything about biology.
that meat is blocking, it's not being digested fast enough. The body has to work a lot harder to digest that food, which means your body's pulling resources from itself to break it down.
That's super enlightening, man. Your third eye is wide open. It's even hard for me to grasp all of these deep thoughts. The meat is blocking you from the inside. It's not as if that's fiber, seeing as it's literally indigestible. No. It's meat, the easiest to digest food on earth. If you would overcook it, boil it or whatnot, then it would be for sure harder to digest it because it's denatured. But raw meat in its natural state, what else is easier to digest? Blood.
Right? A lot of times when you go use the bathroom, do number 2, you think you eating that meat and it's coming right out. No. A lot of meat stays clogged up in your system for days, sometimes weeks. Especially beef, man. Beef takes the longest to break down and digest.
Wow, this is such wisdom. I'm just like, wow, mind blown. Like, where do you get all of this information?
So you might eat a burger today. You might eat a burger today, and it might not come out till next week. You feel me?
Actually, that's possible because of the bread, if you mean a burger as such. If the bread would be all around it, sticky gluten, which also sticks to your intestines actually, then, hey, who knows?
A lot of people don't eat a balanced diet either. They're not eating their leafy greens, getting that fiber to push that out their system.
Yeah, there's no proof that fiber actually does that. What actually moves everything in your gut are the microbes. And yeah, if your gut microbiome is destroyed, then you're going to have problems with constipation and whatever. All of the digestive issues, essentially.
Go out to a restaurant, and all I see is people with a plate full of meat. They got potatoes, or they got some other type of carb, but no green. Nothing green on their plate.
Most plates, if you go to any restaurant, are at least half plants, usually mostly plants. That's obviously not true what he's saying.
No fiber on their plate, right?
You just said they have potatoes on their plate. That's fiber. This
is
guy.
where a lot of sickness is coming from, guys. This is where...
Is this like the other guy who said that you can gain muscle by eating fiber? Or like, where is he going with this?
The immune system is starting to drop because you're not feeding it the proper things.
Oh yeah, your immune system is starting to drop because you're not eating fiber, indigestible plant matter. Now everything makes sense. That's why everybody's immune system is messed up. Oh, wow. I never understood this. After so many years of studying nutrition, now I get it. It's a fiber deficiency.
If you look at animals, carnivores like lions and tigers, they have a smaller digestive or intestinal tract than we do.
I don't know what you mean by smaller, but if you mean shorter, no, that's not true. Actually, our digestive tract is shorter than that of a dog's. A cat's digestive tract is a bit shorter than ours. We are in between, but essentially we're all the same. Our diets are very similar, raw meat based.
Ours is long.
No.
So the longer your digestive
Literally a lie. Anybody can look this up.
tract is, your intestines are, the longer it takes for that food to travel. Animals have a short intestinal tract, so it comes right out.
The reason animals have a short tract is simply because if they eat mostly meat, which the animals do, also us, it simply doesn't take long to digest it. If you eat a lot of plants, which you're not supposed to naturally as a human, then you're gonna get a blocked colon and whatnot. It makes sense, obviously, because a cow has 4 chambers to ferment all the grass they eat and blah, blah, blah. It all has to travel through because it's a very slow process and they eat all day and so on.
Their body is designed for them to eat flesh, right? And on top of that, they even eat plants sometimes. They'll chew on grass or some type of leaf or something to get that fiber to clean their system out.
Where does he get these ideas?
See, even in nature, animals know what to do to take care of themselves.
Dogs sometimes eat grass to throw up if they ate something bad. To throw up? Because it's garbage and they don't want to eat it.
So just know that, man, that your body, our body, even from the dental structure, is not designed to really process flesh.
How? Like, what are you talking about? Literally, our teeth are made for chewing raw meat. That's all that they are good for.
Okay. Reason number 2 is going to kind of piggyback off of number 1, but we're not meant as human beings to be violent. I was listening to Mike Tyson's podcast. If y'all haven't heard...
Oh, Mike Tyson, the guy who beats up people for a living. Oh, yeah, good.
That, man, go check it out because they get real deep on there. But he was talking about, as a boxer, how he has to wrap his hands up and, pad the hands and all that because their hands bruise easily. All that punching and taking a beating. The hands bruise and they sometimes break. And he was saying that, we're not meant to fight. We're not meant to be violent.
No, it's not that you're not meant to be violent. It's that humans, as I explained in a video many years ago, are not supposed to punch. Punching is for absolute, well, I won't say the word, let's just say for wussies. Punching is for girls, essentially. It's when a human being doesn't know how to fight, they will make their hand into a fist and try to punch somebody. It's one of the stupidest things you could possibly do when you're fighting somebody.
Because our skeletal system is not designed to take that type of impact.
Yeah. Obviously.
This is coming from a professional boxer, one of the best to do it.
Yeah, but a boxer, as such, is literally retarded because they fight for money, and which doesn't exist, and then destroy their bodies by doing that. Anybody who does sports for a living is the definition of a loser by nature's standards. And there's nothing worse than that. You gotta understand, there's a bunch of millionaires, billionaires who pay you and they print money endlessly to watch you destroy your health. All the footballers get heart attacks in their 40s, 50s, and they just laugh. And a boxer, they're laughing at 2 idiots fighting each other.
Telling us that our hands aren't designed to punch. They bruise too easily. If you look at a bear or any other wild animal, right, they got big claws with, large claws that can take out an animal in one swipe.
The reason they have claws is because obviously they can't make tools. Could a lion, even with its brain capacity, make a tool, make a weapon?
Wolves and hyenas and things like that got strong biting power, strong jaws, sharp teeth that's able to rip through flesh. Our
What's the problem with ripping through flesh in any way at all?
teeth isn't designed to rip through flesh.
It's no problem.
They have the speed and the strength to chase down their prey. Some of these animals running 30, 40 miles per hour, right? And are strong.
Yes, and we use our brains. Hello, go out in nature, look at any documentary of how some tribes hunt. What is this guy talking about? It's like listening to a baby. Go outside and see real life.
As human beings, we don't have that type of speed. We don't have that type of strength to take down,
we don't need to.
500-pound buffalo or something like that with our bare hands.
When did any tribe have a problem hunting down a buffalo, ever?
Our ingenuity is what makes us at the top of the food chain, right? The Most High put us here to be shepherds of this land, to be shepherds of the animals. We're supposed to watch over the land and keep the balance. That's why we're able to think on a higher consciousness. Animals live in their lower nature, which means they live off impulse and they live off desire and in the moment. If you got a dog...
You're simply describing a happy life the way any animal should live.
or a pet, and you feed him some meat, try to put your hand in that bowl and see what he do. My dog used to growl, if I try to put my hand close, right? Any other time though, my dog would not even be violent towards me. But in that moment, that dog loses all train of thought, all self-control. And it's just focused on food. It's all passion. It's in its lower.
Self-control is social programming. Nobody should have such a thing.
Nature. As human beings, we have the consciousness to be able to think and control ourselves.
No, you've been brainwashed.
Right? That's our superpower.
Superpower.
It even says thou should not kill. It doesn't say what. It just says thou should not kill. You got to look at biology and you got to look at the nature.
Okay, so you're mixing in religion now? Out of nowhere?
Energy doesn't die. It's simply transferred. So that energy that animal had before it was slaughtered, it gets stored into the cells. It gets stored into the muscles and all the nerves. So then when you eat that meat, you take on the energy of that animal. Stress and fear and anxiety that it had prior to death. And it's funny how the universe works because it's karma, right? Karma, the energy coming back to you. The animal was killed, but...
I did make a video about karma many years ago. I'm gonna link it if anybody is interested.
But yet, still in death, that animal's energy is affecting you, right? And this is holding you back spiritually.
That's why I feel so good when I eat meat. Yeah.
Especially because a lot of high vibrational entities don't want to be around you now, right? So they'll keep their distance because they don't like the energy, or they don't even like just the aura of that energy of that animal that's in you now. So what happens is,
now everything makes sense. Yeah.
Is you invite other entities, other lower entities to surround you. You gotta understand too, flesh has parasites in it. A lot of animals have parasites. They're microscopic. So when you eat that, you're putting parasites inside of you as well. And this is where dis-ease comes from. Disease, dis-ease. You're at dis-ease. What is ease? When you're at ease, you're peaceful.
Man, you can tell that this guy just watched somebody else's videos. He's an absolute sheep. He can't think for himself whatsoever. If you know these kind of people, you've probably already heard this stuff over and over.
Calm. When you're dis-ease, you're the opposite. Taking on that animal's energy before it was slaughtered puts you at dis-ease. Disease starts from within. It doesn't come from outside you.
There are no opposites. You gotta learn the real truth about this earth.
It comes from inside of you. So it causes chaos. Right? You're putting flesh.
Your mind is chaos.
You're putting a corpse in your body. Roadkill. Most carnivores, they...
Corpse, roadkill. How did you get from corpse to roadkill?
eat that animal while it's still alive. The blood is still warm and running through its veins. So they're getting energy from that animal. When we eat it, it's roadkill. It's dead. There's no life in it. You are what you eat. That's...
Okay, so you're promoting hunting and eating the animals when they are still alive. That's good.
Where that saying comes from. What you put in is gonna come out. So that energy that you putting in is gonna show. I'm just saying that like
What the fuck are you blabbering all of the time?
it is, man. You know, I don't want to step on nobody's toes, but at the same time, it's the truth. We're not supposed to be here eating the animals, man. We're supposed to be eating food from the earth to give us energy. Be mindful of that. You don't need animal flesh to get protein. The animals that you eat don't even eat meat to get their protein.
How do you know which animals I eat? Maybe I eat animals that eat other animals.
They eat plants. So what makes you think that we need to eat them or we can't get what we need from plants?
Well, we don't have 4 chambers in our stomach. For example...
Trust me, it's possible.
No.
So just know that, man, spiritually,
I don't trust you whatsoever.
it's holding you back because it stops you from ascending to a certain height. You got to be light as a feather. And meat, eating all that, flesh and all that tainted energy, it holds your spirit down. It puts you at a lower vibration. It keeps you grounded to this matrix.
Makes sense. Then I do wonder, why does the elite consume... well, you seem like somebody who has looked into this topic, so I don't have to say what they consume. And I do wonder why they do that. I guess you vegans have figured everything out. You know how to get to the high frequency and ascend and open your third eye. But the elite who enslaved humanity, they don't know what they're doing. They're staying at a low frequency.
Okay, so just be mindful of that, man. If you still eat meat,
You're the definition of a slave. You're disgusting. It's just... ugh.
Try to eat less portions. Try to eat small portions with a lot of green leafy veggies and fruits, to balance that out. But eventually try to work your way to like not eating meat or eating it like every now and then, until you can go fully off of it. Okay? It's very important, man, because if you want to ascend to this higher level, man, you got to stop, doing things that are socially normal. Like eating flesh. It is not normal. And we're not supposed to.
Socially, it is normal to eat a plant-based diet, around 70 to 80% plants at least. That's what 99% of people eat.
Be treating our temple like that. But hey, man, that's my 3 reasons. This your boy Tay. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Alright, this is one of the stupidest videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching.